for those that haven't been here before and those that are coming back, welcome to the Modern Work Pulse. Thanks for everyone who's joining us again. We've got a lot of repeat offenders. I've noticed that there's also a lot of people who this is their first time, which is pretty exciting. We've started to get a much bigger reach out there, which is very cool. We're all very appreciative of everyone making the time. For those who don't know who I am or haven't met me yet, my name's Dan. I'm the Training and Adoption Practice Manager for ICOM. So we're all about making it make sense for the users. And that's what I'm driven by. That's what I'm motivated by. So without further ado, Copilot. We've all heard of Copilot, right? Everyone's talking about Copilot, and it has been for a couple of months. Is there anyone that's brave enough to raise their hand and say they have no idea what Copilot is and they've never heard of it and they don't know what I'm talking about? Yeah, cool. Wayne, that's fair enough. Well, Wayne, for your purposes, Copilot is Microsoft's artificial intelligence built into the Office apps that you use every single day. So think of it as ChatGPT, but better, embedded directly into your workflow. So the ability to ask and work with artificial intelligence in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams meetings, and have AI help you on your journey. So without getting too in the weeds of what Copilot is and how it works, there's a couple of really exciting and important updates. As most of you hopefully have seen, in the last month, Microsoft announced that Copilot is now generally available. The most exciting part of that announcement is that there's no longer a minimum licensing requirement. So previously, the licensing requirement was that you had to buy a minimum of 300 Copilot licenses at $30 US per user per month. And what they've done is decided to be gone with that. You want to buy 3, you buy 3. You want to buy 150, you buy 150. Now that's really exciting news because it opens the floodgates for everyone and every business to start getting on board with artificial intelligence and what that means. I'm going to explore that a little bit. Last week, we went to Microsoft's AI tour in Sydney, which was super exciting. We got to see the new developments in Copilot and talk about roadmap and what's coming soon and what's going to change with AI. And I'm really excited to start showing that over the next couple of months. So we are going to be pretty Copilot heavy over the next few months, I think, which is really cool. But the biggest the biggest standout for me was Copilot Studio, which I'll explain in a second, is now in preview. What is Copilot Studio? Well, think of Copilot Studio as your ability to make a custom Copilot for your business. So like I said, Copilot, Microsoft 365 Copilot, is a suite of AI tools that plugs directly into your Office apps, into your flow of work. Copilot Studio gives you the ability to take that artificial intelligence and all of those links to within the Microsoft universe and tailor that and customize that to build an app for your business. So quickly and easily create your own Copilot with low-code tools, which is really exciting. You don't need to be a developer. I had to play with it last week because I wouldn't know the first thing about software development, app development, or code if it bit me in the face. And in the 20 minutes or half an hour that I gave it in Power Apps, I was able to use Copilot to start deciphering a couple of forms into building a custom app that would automate a testing flow. So it's actually quite simple and really useful. So this connects to your current CRM or ERP database, whatever you use. At the moment, there's 1,200 standard and premium connectors pre-built. So the connection to these other platforms is already there for you. So what this is all about is incorporating business processes into Copilot. It might be warehousing, it could be testing of technology, it could be project management. All of these business processes, you can now build a low-code custom Copilot app all ready for you to go and simplify even more. But what if we take a step back in Copilot? So take a step back into that Microsoft 365 Copilot. As we may know, Microsoft launched an early adopter program last year with Copilot. So this encompassed about 30,000 users globally that were invited to start using Copilot and testing that as a platform, like a pilot program, a paid pilot program. That went for a few months, and the feedback that Microsoft got on that was immediately incredibly positive. Now that that program's ended and we're in general availability, there's a couple of really interesting statistics here. Before I show a couple of numbers, I want to echo that we've adopted Copilot internally at ICOM. We've been running with it for a few weeks now. We've built a champions network, and we're starting to widen that out to the rest of the organization and talk to other customers as well. I can really cleanly echo these stats that I'm about to show you and more. The productivity that this has given us back and given me back is unbelievable, and the marketing hype is real. What Microsoft have noticed is that through their 30,000 early adopter users, 70% of those surveyed at the end agree that they were more productive. By being able to use artificial intelligence in natural language, 70% of people thought that they were more productive in their day-to-day job. Removing mundane tasks, not having to find things. It's somewhere to start. Help me build a document based on blah, blah, blah. It's all there in the AI tools. 64% of users believe they've spent less time processing emails. And one of the cool tools that's in Copilot in Outlook, if you haven't seen the demos, for a start, reach out. We're more than happy to show you through how it actually works. One of the features in Outlook is to summarize an email chain. Now, we've all been on a long-winded email chain that's got 30 responses with signatures and copies and all of that on there. And that's what takes time to process an email. To read through all of that and get the real information that's important, Copilot can do that for you now. And it does that instantly. So 64% less time reading through those chains, weeding through the 245 emails that are sitting in your inbox. 77% don't want to give up Copilot. Just a flat out no, I don't want to work without it now. Most exciting though is an average of 10 hours per month approximately saved in productivity through using Copilot. Just think of what you could do with 10 hours a month of work productivity time. It's not about doing more work. It's not about I now need to do more. It's about being more efficient and doing more of what you're good at and more of what you love by removing those mundane tasks. The one that I talk to all the time is the meeting notes. I think that the meeting notes and meeting summary for Copilot in Teams is the absolute standout feature. In my opinion, I'm averaging about 10 to 15 minutes per meeting of saving by not having to reread notes, summarize notes, email them out. It's done for me with a single prompt. I can prompt Copilot to summarize the meeting, generate action items, and draft an email to all the attendees. And it does it all for me in 20 seconds. So we'll have more on Copilot releases and roadmaps as it comes up. If you do want to see it in action, reach out, because we're more than happy and we're excited to show this to everyone and show how it can improve your flows of work. So if you do want to see more, reach out to myself, to Georgia, or anyone else in the ICOM team. And we'd be more than happy to come and show a demo.